A very good morning, my dear students of class 6. Today, in the chapter cell, we are going to do the second part. So here you can see on the digital board various types of cells, and in this video we will be taking a topic: number, shape, size of the cell, and cell the structural unit of life. So let us start. Shape and size of the cell. Cells differ greatly in their shape, size and number. Now look here. These are various types of cells. They don't look similar. Basically, all of them are similar, but shape-wise, size-wise, they are different. The number of cells. So there, you can divide the cells into two. The organisms, which are made up of only one cell, we call them unicellular. So organisms composed of only one cell are called unicellular organisms. An example here you have got amoeba, chlamydomonas, paramecium, etc. Just opposite to it, we have what? Okay, you can see the examples here. So this is amoeba, irregular in shape. This is chlamydomonas and paramecium. Just opposite to this, if the organism is made up of many cells, so we can call them multi-cell or multicellular organisms. Organisms composed of millions of cells are called multicellular organisms, including us. So examples are any kind of plant. Here we have got the rose plant, birds, tiger, human beings, insects. So all these are multicellular. They are made up of millions of cells. So this was all about the number of cells in an organism. Now comes the shape of the cell. The cells also vary because they are not of the same type. Some may be oval, some may be irregular. Okay, so let's see one by one. Here it is irregular in shape. That means they don't have any definite shape. They lack a fixed shape. An example is amoeba. Now, next one we have got oval. Okay, so organisms with oval shaped cells. Example is chlamydomonas. So here in the picture you can see chlamydomonas. Next we have got oblong. Here it is like a rectangular shape where the facing sides are same. Two are bigger and two are smaller. So organisms made up of oblong cells are paramecium. Here you can see. These two sides are of same size and these two are thinner. Okay. Next one we have elongated. These are elongated contractile cells, and the best example for this is muscle cells. So these are the ones. The last one here, thread-like. That means the cells are of thread shape. An example is nerve cell. You have studied about it in class 6 also. So this is a nerve cell. So basically we have got this many shapes: irregular, oval, oblong, elongated and thread-like. Now comes the size of the cell. Usually all the cells are very, very small. They are microscopic in nature. That means you cannot see them with your unaided eyes, okay, or naked eyes. You have to use a lens or microscope to see these cells. That is why they are called microscopic cells. Now look at this. Mostly cells are microscopic and average cell size ranges from 3 to 30 mu. It is micron or micrometer. So only 3 to 30, it is less than millimeter. In human body, red blood cells are the smallest. So if someone asks you which one is the smallest cell, you can say RBC or red blood cells are the smallest cell. They are not even 1 micron, they are less than that, 0.1 micron in diameter. The bacterial cell is the smallest cell, which measures about 0.2 micron to 0.5 micron or micrometer. But not all the cells are very small. Some are big also. Egg also is a cell. So when we are talking about ostrich egg, you must have seen ostrich. It is about 23 centimeter. And elephant's nerve cell, which is the longest cell, it could be of 3 meters. Now I will show you the red blood cells. So these are the smallest blood cells, 0.1 micron. And we have what? This is the ostrich egg. Doesn't fit, it may not fit in your hand also. So here it is 23 centimeter in diameter. Okay, so these are the various types of cells and they vary in their size. Now cell, the structural unit of life. We call the cell the structural and functional unit of life. Functional because all the activities which we do, it is just because of the cells. They are functional, that is why we are able to do many things. Structural. Because of the cells only we are made. In other words, we are made up of cells. As a building is made up of bricks, same way we are made up of cells. That is why we call it structural unit of life. As we have studied, the cells vary in their number, shape and size. However, the basic structural components are same. I told you they vary in shape, size, number, but basically they are same. If you observe the small portion of a leaf, root or stem, all are made up of cells. That means when you are talking about leaf, root, these are the organs or parts of a plant. Same way if you talk about skin, kidney, liver, lungs, all these organs of humans are also made up of cells. So ultimately we are made up of cells, and that is why we call it structural unit of life. Now here you can see these are the bricks and this gentleman is making a wall. So building ultimately is made up of bricks. This is the smallest thing used there. So you can say brick is the unit for this building. Same way cells are the unit of life or living beings. One more information is given here. Cell size is measured in a unit called micron. And what is a micron? A micron is equal to 1,000 of a millimeter. Millimeter is very small. If you divide a millimeter in 1,000 parts, one part is called 1 micron. So 1 micron is equal to 1,000 of a millimeter. So this was the information. Now we are going to do two activities, very small activities. One is about the plant cell. You are going to observe it in the microscope, and the other one is the animal cell. Now, for this experiment, the materials required, we require a small portion of onion, easily available, onion leaf, forceps, dilute iodine solution, glass slide, cover slip, and microscope, of course, because you have to observe it under the microscope. So what we are going to do here is we are going to observe the onion peel. If you cut the onion and take one small leaf of it, there will be two sides of it. Suppose if it is like this, so this portion will be pink and inner surface will be white, and it has got a very thin layer. So that thin layer we are talking about, we have to observe that thin layer, a portion of that. Take a small portion of a fleshy onion leaf with the help of a forceps. Pull out a thin lining from its inner surface. That's what I was telling you. From the inner side of the onion leaf, you have to take a very small portion of the onion peel. Okay? White in color. You can go in the kitchen and check today. Okay? And that you have to observe under the microscope. So once you take it through the forceps, cut a small square of this peel leaf. That means you have to take a very small portion of it. Keep it on the glass slide. There is a small glass. Okay, that is called glass slide. Add a drop of dilute iodine solution to it with the help of a dropper. So 1 or 2 drops you have to put there of iodine solution on top of this portion of the sample which you have taken. Gently put the cover slips on it. They are very thin glass pieces, so you have to put it on your sample. In short, to avoid the formation of air bubbles. If air bubbles are there, then it will be difficult for you to observe it under the microscope. Observe the side under the microscope. So when you observe it under the microscope, what will you see? You will observe like this. Okay? Can you see this? All these are cells. And the contents of the cell, you can say it is cytoplasm. And round structures, spherical structures, these are the nucleus, the control center of the cells. So what we observed was onion peel cells. This is plant cell. Okay? Because onion is a part of a plant. Same way, we can also observe the animal cell. So this is about animal cell, how we can observe it, and the materials required here. A blunt toothpick. All of you are aware of the toothpick. After the meals, we use the toothpick to remove the unwanted things from the teeth. Methylene blue is a chemical which is required. Just like we use the iodine solution in the previous one, here we require methylene blue solution. Glass slide, cover slip, and microscope as usual. Now what you have to do is, you have to take a blunt toothpick, not very sharp, gently scrape the inner side of your cheek. So this is the cheek, but this is the outer side of the cheek. Inner side is from inside. So you have to just scrape a little bit from the inner side of the cheek to get the cells. Okay? Transfer these scrapings onto a glass slide. So keep whatever you take it with the blunt toothpick, keep it on the glass slide, and then add a drop of methylene blue, the chemical which we are using, so that it looks colorful and very distinct blue to it. Now gently put the cover slip as we did it in the previous case, and observe it under the microscope. So once you place your glass slide in the microscope and observe it, you will find something like this. Okay? These are the animal cells. And you have got the cytoplasm inside. And these structures which are dark, they are the nucleus. Check the cells present in the smear from the cheek. The human cheek are made up of cell. So ultimately what is proved, whether it is a plant or an animal, all are made up of cells. And cells are the basic structural and functional unit of life. Though they may vary in their shape, size, but basically they are same. Their structure is same, their components are same. Okay? So with this topic comes to an end. Have a great day. Thank you.